Well, you mentioned that there's underwater UFOs.
Oh, yeah, lots. They've been tracked for decades.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense because we've really explored the oceans barely at all.
Yes, yeah.
Like, what, probably 95% of the ocean has been completely unexplored.
And 2/3 of the Earth is covered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, are there actual alien bases at the bottom of the ocean and so forth?
There are both human and non-human assets that have been in the ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Atlantis, kind of?
Well, I do know that out in that area there's some strange phenomenon, and
What area do you mean?
like what used to be called the Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda
and things
Triangle.
like that.
Okay, I heard about this in the 80s where
Yeah,
planes would just
yeah.
disappear and so forth.
And
You're saying
and-
that's a real thing?
Yes, but that was a underwater covert human array, electromagnetic array.
Okay.
There's a similar one down at the South Pole. We had a new whistleblower with Raytheon describe a mile under the ice these neutrino light emitters and detectors that are down there at the South Pole, not Antarctica, South Pole. And you can look at his testimony, Eric Hecker, who was down there for a year at that base. And so there's a lot of unusual things that are placed under the ocean. Then there have been extraterrestrial vehicles, and I understand even bases that could be deep because they can go through any medium. You know, some people call it transmedium. In other words, you can go through water, solid rock, et cetera, and so on. So the technology allows for passing straight through solid matter.
Well, yeah, because you said teleportation is a real thing.
Yes.
And this is what you're talking about.
No, that's separate. A teleportation is based on quantum entanglement, but basically what Einstein called the spooky effect, where you could have the same particle 2 places simultaneously. So a teleportation would be it's here, and it's through a quantum entanglement resonance, whereas something that would look 3D, even the sun shining on it, could pass straight through into a mountain because the resonant frequency of the matter and the electronics of that craft cause it to mostly be unaligned with the matrix, let's call it, of matter in this dimension. So, and it gets a little esoteric, but if you can visualize my body, I'm 6'4" and weigh 220. If you were to take out all the space between the atoms and molecules, all the mass of my body would fit on the tip of a needle of a pen.
Yeah.
All right. So, but it's this size. So what if you took this a little bit out of angular momentum frequency? Then this body could walk right through that wall, and my atoms would not touch those atoms.
Because you're going between the atoms?
Yes, because you're passing in the space between.
Okay.
All right. I mean, it gets into some esoteric physics.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.